But instead,
Damn,
we could
man.
skip straight to what the finals is gonna be. And off top, I think Indiana gonna upset OKC in the finals.
You're drunk.
Ooh.
It's gonna be tough,
I don't
but I think
know.
they can do it.
No. Shea is getting his first ring. Hopefully he get
I
his
think
first
it's gonna
finals
be quick
MVP.
too. I
I
think
think it's
it's
in 5 or 6. I don't think it go
OKC
more
is
than
getting
six.
it.
I think it go 5. I think it go 5.
Yeah,
But
I
hit me
don't
out though.
know, man.
So everybody has been doing it. They've been underestimating Indiana every step of the way. I don't think it's been well when they were healthy. People were picking the Bucks, but outside of once everybody went down or whatever, they've been the underdog in every series. And it starts off that way every time, and then they come out there and they show motherfuckers like, nah, we not to be played with. And I think
It's,
Indiana plays a, I think a better style of the way OKC play. We got so many people and we overwhelm you. OKC not gonna be able to overwhelm them. When your bench come in, your bench ain't gonna take off on them like that. You can't key in on one player on Indiana. They're not they're not the Timberwolves where all right, we take our Anthony Edwards, we cool. Let Julius Randle make all the decisions. They not who else OKC play? They not Jokic, where if we take out Jokic, nigga, who else we worrying about? And Jokic and them took them niggas to 7. Like, so you can't key in on one player. It's not like you take out Tyrese Halliburton and we good. You still got 10, 11 more motherfuckers that's coming in the rest of the game that's still gonna give you some gold. Like, I think motherfuckers gonna shock people for real, for real. Especially because OKC got their first 2 games at home. Let them get one of them home, one of them away games. Indiana get one at OKC. I
I don't I don't disagree with what you're saying. But Indiana not gonna beat these motherfuckers, bro. But look, hear me out. First of all, I feel like OKC and Indiana are the 2 deepest teams in the playoffs from off Jack. Like off
in
bat.
the league, shit.
Yeah, they the 2 deepest teams going into their bench. So I feel like that was an Indiana advantage all playoffs, especially against New York. That's not an advantage no more because we can play 10-2. Second thing, Indiana also play physical and speed motherfuckers up as an advantage because a lot of teams don't like to play like that no more. This OKC ball, that's not an advantage no more. You feed into their game. So now you feed into
That's
their
not
game.
their game though.
OKC like to run and gun. They gonna get physical with you. They gonna pick you up full court. They trying to get out and run on breaks just like Indiana do. OKC got a
So
half court game, but they prefer not to play half court. If you watch all their games, they be running and gunning. They
that's
really
what I'm
so.
saying. That's
But
what
I'm
I'm
saying
saying. If
Indiana
okay,
uses that physicality and that fast pace to an advantage for them. This is no longer an advantage for you because you're feeding into what they want to do. So now you playing the game they want to play. Now you got to think about talent wise. Talent for talent, bro. Y'all not better than OKC. If we going
I
man
don't
for man from number 1 to down to number 12, y'all not better than OKC. So I don't think you're gonna win the series. You
I
finna
don't
play
think
they
it comes
ball.
down to talent.
It does though. What? Because like
I don't think so. I
all
I
your
think
advantages that you had this whole playoffs is basically ruled out. Your depth is ruled out because they got that. Your physicality ruled out because they play physical.
I
Your
think
fast.
run and gun. If we running the whole series, if Indiana gets OKC to run the whole series, Indiana is gonna win this series because they don't want nobody in the league wants to run with Indiana. There is no team. Yes, OKC probably is best equipped to do that, but they don't want to get in the track meet with these niggas because they can't keep up. Chet and Isaiah Hartenstein do not want to get in the track meet with Obi Toppin,
Those gonna be
Miles
the two
Turner,
motherfuckers.
and
Yeah.
Pascal. That's what I'm saying. Pascal and Obi Toppin, I feel like are gonna be big keys to this series. If they play well, I feel like they got an amazing chance in this. I don't even think Tyrese Halliburton is gonna be the key to them winning this series. But again, like I said, I don't think because OKC can't key in on one player or 2 players like they've been doing, everybody has to be on their shit. So now we gonna really see how Cason Wallace and Kenrich Williams and Alex Caruso, like y'all really gonna have to be on y'all shit. Y'all can't have a good game every other day. Y'all can't be on this day or on that day. You got to be on every game because anybody can go crazy.
And that's why I think it come down to the talent. Cause ain't no more double teaming, ain't no more we running and jumping. Now is mano y mano, man on man, like hold your own. That's why I say if we going like
And
this, because Indiana also had to do the same thing. You can't just key in on Shea. You key in on Shea, Jay will and give you 30.
and they And they ain't been playing like that though. That's why I say I feel like Indiana is ready because they ain't been doing that. They ain't
OKC
really
ain't
been
used to this yet. They gotta get a groove for it. That's what you trying to say?
That's what I'm saying. I feel like Indiana is gonna hit them so hard and so fast that it's gonna be like, oh shit, this ain't the rest of these teams. And not to say that they better necessarily like as a whole, but again, like going from series, and I think everybody didn't have to deal with it once they didn't play Indiana. Going from a series where, all right, this is our defense. We stop this guy, we good. Now you get into a whole new series where by the time you adjusted to the fact that we can't just lock up Tyrese Halliburton and we win this game, by the time you realize that, nigga, it's going to be 2-1, 2-0, 3-2, 3-2. Like, by the time you adjusted, nigga, it's over. And on top of that, Rick Carlisle has been amazing this series in his coaching adjustments. Rick Carlisle been coaching circles around the rest of these motherfuckers in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, everybody been talking about Indiana steady coming back down from 20. That's because of that motherfucker.
he makes decisions that I feel like most motherfuckers wouldn't make, but he doing that shit because, bro, I'm trying to win. Like, I don't give a damn. Nigga, he played Tony Bradley. Tony Bradley had like 3 10-day contracts for Indiana this season.
And they ain't playing really 2 years.
Look, bro, I thought Tony Bradley was out of the league until the conference finals. I dead ass was like, damn, Tony Bradley? Is that the nigga who played for Utah and used to back up Rudy for a little bit? Like, he getting minutes? Like, that type of shit. Like, so I think he going to coach circles around Mark Daigneault. And I think Indiana going to win this series. I think it's going to be close as fuck.
Bro, I'm just going to call Netflix up. I'm going to get the script. Don't worry about it.
Hey, what is it?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm going to call Netflix up, see what the script, you know.
I don't see a situation where Indiana gets smacked. I don't see that.
Here's the thing. I just don't see. I don't know. Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Call me what y'all want, bro. But I just still don't believe in Indiana, bro. Like, I just can't.
But like I said, did you believe in Indiana before the playoffs started?
I didn't believe in Indiana day one of the season, and I still don't believe in Indiana now.
They're about to be in the finals.
I know, it's just crazy because I'm mad. Because why?
If they win tonight,
also
nobody has gotten to game 6, right? Everybody been in 5.
Yep, because they got who did
Cleveland
they play first?
Cleveland
won 5, didn't it?
Let me see. I want to say they lost 4-1 because when I was looking at it, I was like, damn, most of the series have been 4-1.
I know Milwaukee was 4-1. Got them boys out of there.
All right, now we almost pushed it to 6. Yeah, playoffs 2025 bracket. I don't know what the fuck.
Oh, a big factor on this series though also gonna be that Shea whistle. Cause that Shea whistle that he been getting, if he got that sweet ass whistle when he get it touched and they calling it, Indiana gonna be in trouble. Cause Aaron Nesmith, he played way too aggressive for shit like that.
They beat the Pacers. They beat the Cavs 4-1.
Oh damn, yeah. So everybody's in 5.
Yeah, they've been smacking niggas in 5 this whole way. Yeah, I mean that is gonna be another thing too. But that, again, I think that comes down to coaching. Hey, motherfucker, before the series starts, I'm pretty sure Rick Carlisle is gonna have it drilled in motherfucker's head. You cannot touch this man. So don't put your hands out. Don't do this shit. You can't do this, or you're gonna get a foul. And I think if we watch, Aaron Nesmith stayed out of foul trouble with Jalen Brunson this whole series, and he second best at it next to Shea. If we're being honest,
I ain't gonna lie though, the refs was letting them play. Cause like if you watch that game, watch some of them games, they was bumping like all the way up the court. I don't think they gonna let that shit slide with Shea.
On a very quick side note, it was a foul I want to say like game 1 and game 2 for Minnesota against OKC. And Shea did that weak ass flop on like an off ball while Ant was guarding him. And then he got up and Ant like 2-hand shoved him and they called the foul. How did they call that shit a foul?
Are you talking about when Ant was standing over top of him?
Yeah, and they didn't call that foul yet, though. They didn't call it yet. So he finally stood up. He gave him a little push. They called that, but they didn't call when that nigga was 2-hand shoving LeBron all the way up the court. Like they was playing football.
Yeah, they pick and choose what they want to call. Like,
that's
and
why
then you don't know how the game gonna go because, like you said, if they let that get away, like how you know what's a foul and what's not a foul. Like, if
bro, he pushed Bron 3-4 times.
Yeah,
it wasn't like one time we let it go, fam. He literally was. And Bron wasn't pushing back. The nigga was just pushing him for no reason.
But then they turn around and call like a little baby slap on it. Like they call little shit like so.
So I think I think it is gonna matter how the refs is calling it, but I mean the way they've been letting Indiana guard is the same way they've been letting OKC guard. So I mean they gotta call it one way or the other, I guess, at
But
some
the
point.
thing is, they ain't letting motherfuckers guard OKC the way Indiana been playing defense. That's
Nah, the East and the West is way different on the way they call it and shit.
exactly.
So I ain't gonna lie to you there.
These refs.
I don't know.
I hate to say
I just
refs
got a
determine the
feeling,
game,
bro.
but they've been so ass. They've been fucking up a lot of series. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. But I mean, it's basketball. You gotta adjust. Once you realize that's how they calling it, my nigga, you can't keep putting your hand in there. Like I know it's difficult, and you just forget sometimes in the midst of it. But great players is waiting on you to forget and get tired. Once you get tired, nigga, you forget all your principles and everything else that you got, and then you go back to the bullshit, and then you gonna get a foul. I find it hard to believe that Andrew Nemhart, Aaron Neesmith, and all these motherfuckers is gonna revert to the shit that they ain't been doing all playoffs long. They ain't been getting in foul trouble like that. So, shit, we'll see. We'll see. But I don't know why. I got a feeling. I feel like Indiana is gonna at least make this a tough ass series. It's not gonna be no 4-0 or no 4-1.
What you got?
They're at least gonna get
6
it
or
to
7.
6. It's got to go at least 6 or 7.
You got Indiana in 6.
It's 6 will be tough.
Winning in Game 7 and OKC gonna be even tougher.
Yeah.
But I feel like they. But I want to say that too. But like, if you look, nigga, they didn't have to win on other people's court.
They have been winning on the road all playoffs.
They went up
True.
2-0 against Cleveland. They went up 2-0 against New York. Like, that's what they do. Like, we can't be like, oh nah.
I know the media is thick as hell.
Hell
They
yeah.
gotta stay in Oklahoma or fucking Indiana.
Two
This
nasty,
is nasty.
cities.
How far is that? I feel like they kind of close considering even though they East and West.
Nah, Indiana up here with us. Oklahoma down there next to Texas.
Okay.
It's a few for some hours. For
But
sure.
they ain't got to go far. You know, sometimes motherfuckers, they would have been in New York. Them niggas would have been in New York all the
But
way
shit,
back.
they would
across
have
the
loved
country
New
and
York.
shit.
They
Hell
would love
yeah.
to be in New York and
Big
Cali.
city.
Nah.
Cali.
Damn, I can explain. Like I said, I can explain it a little bit in basketball terms, but I just feel like, bro, this Indiana year, bro. Like this feel like some Cinderella type shit. Like just look at how they've been winning these games, huh?
Because Halliburton dad back at the games.
Yeah,
It was
bro.
meant to
We
be.
locked in. Pop back.
Yeah, like all the adversity they had to face all this whole playoff run, and yeah,
Like so
everybody
many
was
games
definitely
they
betting them out.
shouldn't have won. Like
And then even beginning of the season, I guess you could start with like the whole Hallie hearing the overrated shit. And dude, like if the script's scripting,
that's what I'm
if
saying.
you put it
like
like that,
it's
them
going to be
going
a
to the
Cinderella
finals
ass
and
story
then-
if you go through because they didn't start off the season great.
But if
They
he-
started off the season pretty fucking bad.
If he could get through the MVP, because they trying to push Shea as the face in a way. So if he get through that, that's gonna be tough. Because
If
yeah.
Halliburton and the Pacers pull this off, this is neck and neck with Dirk's finals run in 2011. If you go through all this and you beat the MVP, best team in the league in the finals, that's how you cap that shit off. Matter of fact, that's better than Dirk 2011 finals run.
that damn near is, because they got two all defensive teams, the MVP. Yeah,
And the way and
the
then
best
if you
record
look
in
back
the.
at it, if you look back at history, the way that they talking about OKC right now, they talking about these motherfuckers like it's won already. If you listen to the way motherfuckers talk, you would have thought they won the finals and not the Western Conference Finals yesterday. They like, oh, this shit wrapped up. He gonna have him in the finals. He gonna have same finals MVPs as Steph. Like,
They already know. The niggas over there in
know.
Indiana sweet.
but I will be putting a couple dollars on Indiana to win this shit. I'm telling you, I ain't finna count niggas out 4 times in a row. Shit. Well, actually, no, I picked them a couple times, but you ain't finna count niggas out that many times. Eventually, you gotta be like, hey, something up.
I don't know, bro.
Shit.
I don't see it.
They ain't been playing great. Like some players, like we talked about Pascal. Pascal ain't been great. He had that one game this series. Other than that, he been okay. Benedict Mathurin, except for the last game, has not been really that good. And he can really give you a easy 20. Like if we're keeping it a buck. This whole playoff series, he's not been good. even though he's one of they should be their pieces. Aaron E. Smith give you some games here or there. I feel like they just get so many contributions from places that you never know where it's coming from. You can go through each game of their playoffs this year, and it's been the such and such game. It's been the Pascal game, the Miles Turner game, the T.J. McConnell had a couple quarters where he can give you 12 points in a motherfucking quarter out of nowhere. The Benedict Mather game, like it's so many different ways that this shit can happen. And although OKC is deep, you don't get great games like that from niggas. You don't get a Case and Wallace drop 15. You don't get a who else? Isaiah Hartenstein give you consistent shit like that. But it's gonna be if SGA or Jalen Williams don't have a great game, y'all niggas gonna have a rough night. When Jalen Williams shot like shit, they lost that game. Like so.